If you have come this far, it is not by chance. The universe moved every detail to bring this message to you at this moment. Take a deep breath. Allow yourself to feel. God prepared this moment. Your guardian angels are by your side, whispering that you need to hear what will be revealed now. Nothing happens without a purpose. This is a soul-to-soul encounter. And before we continue, I want to ask you, where are you watching from? Write it in the comments, thus we create together a chain of light and hope. Now open your heart. This message was written for you. Today, I want to talk about that person who remains in your thoughts. Even with the separation, even with the silence, this presence does not disappear. It is like a soft shadow that never goes away, even when the daylight seems strong. In relation to you at this very moment, this person is like a closed window. On the outside, it seems like total silence, but if you look closely, you will see that a crack still lets the light through. And that light is the memory. It is the proof that something true still exists, even if hidden. This person's heart is not empty. It is not indifference that keeps them distant. It is confusion. It is fear. It is a desire that is not revealed in words. The guardian angels show that inside them there is movement, even though you only see the silence. Think of music playing in another room of the house. You don't hear all the notes, but you feel the melody passing through the walls. This is how this person is today in relation to you. There is a secret melody, a constant thought, a living memory that insists on crossing the distance. And maybe you yourself have already felt this, like when a memory appears out of nowhere, like when an inexplicable sensation touches your chest, as if someone had called your name without using words. These are signs that this connection has not been broken. This person keeps you in a space that no one else can reach. It's like a book they can't throw away, even if they don't open it every day. You are in the marked pages. You are in the scent of memories. You are in what doesn't fade even when time tries to blur it. Today, their heart is a battlefield between the desire to get closer and the fear of being lost. The universe shows that there are recurring thoughts, unspoken dreams, unconfessed longing, and you, in silence, feel it, because those who have a true bond can sense it. And now I want to ask you, do you also feel that even in silence, this person has never left your heart? Write in the comments. I want to know if your heart confirms what the angels are already showing. Today, this person looks at you from within the silence, but carries a latent presence. It is like an underground river. You don't see the water flowing, but it remains alive, strong, nourishing the earth beneath the surface. Such is their feeling for you. It has not disappeared. It has not been erased. It just flows in secret. And even if the distance has created doubts in you, know that this bond has not been destroyed. God does not place people in our paths by chance. If this connection remains so strong, it is because there is a purpose, and purpose is never annulled by silence. You may have tried to convince yourself that it is over. Perhaps you have told yourself that it makes no sense to wait for signs, but the universe insists on showing each memory, each dream, each detail is an invisible thread that still connects you. It is like a door that creaks but hasn't locked. It may be closed now, but it takes just one push to open it again. And this push, when it comes, will be inevitable. Today, this person thinks of you, even if they fight against it, even if they try to distract themselves, even if they choose silence as a refuge, because the heart does not forget what was true. You know this, don't you? Because inside you, there are also signs. Signs that something is still beating. Signs that this story isn't over yet. Now we need to talk about the weight, about what hurts, about what brings doubt and restlessness, the distancing, the silence, the indecision. This person in front of you chose the shadows as a hiding place, not because there are no feelings, but because there is fear. And fear speaks loudly, louder than courage, louder than desire. The silence is not easy to bear. It's like waiting for a letter that never arrives. It's like looking at the phone, but it doesn't ring. It's like reaching out and not feeling the touchback. This silence is heavy. It hurts. And many times you ask yourself, is it over? Is this distancing definitive? The guardian angels say, no. What exists is not indifference, but conflict. This person grapples between wanting and fearing, between the desire to return and the fear of surrendering. It's like someone standing in front of a fork in the road. One path leads to safety, the other leads to you. And indecision keeps them from taking any steps. They remain standing in the middle of the road, trying to buy time, and while they hesitate, you feel the pain of waiting. The absence becomes a shadow. The silence becomes a thorn. The heart seeks answers but only finds questions. And here I want to ask you, have you ever felt that someone distanced themselves out of fear and not out of lack of love? Write in the comments. I want to hear your soul. This distancing is not empty. It is full of repressed longing. It is full of memories that hurt. It is full of feelings that do not know how to bloom. The universe shows that this person hasn't found peace in this silence, hasn't found rest in this absence. The distancing was a choice, but a choice that brought pain. God sees every tear you have shed in secret, sees every prayer made in the silence of your soul, and none of this is ignored, none of this is forgotten. This indecision is not about a lack of love, it's about an excess of fear. Fear of not being good enough, fear of losing oneself in you, fear of not knowing how to sustain what you feel. But no fear is greater than God's purpose, and when the time comes, the universe aligns the paths back. Therefore, do not see this separation as definitive. See it as a pause. A necessary pause so that lessons can be learned, a pause that precedes movement, a pause that prepares the revelation, and keep this in your heart. Silence hurts, but it also teaches. Absence weighs, but it also matures. Indecision delays, but it does not destroy what is true. This separation is not the end, it's just a bend in the road, and every bend leads back to the right path. Here I leave the hook for the continuation. The guardian angels want to reveal what this person's silence still holds, and how the universe prepares the right time for the return. Understood? I will continue exactly from where we left off, in Stage 1 High, now bringing the final blocks you requested. Revelation Hope, 1,000 words. Poetic Final Message, 1,000 words, and Natural Engagement, 580 words. I kept the intimate, poetic, spiritual, and welcoming style, always following the rules. Silence is never empty. Silence speaks. Silence reveals. Silence holds mysteries that only time can translate. God sees what you do not see. The universe prepares what you can't yet imagine. The guardian angels work on details that seem invisible, but are aligning everything. This person thinks about you, more than they admit, more than they show, more than you can perceive on the surface. They think at night, when the body rests, but the mind insists on wandering. They think upon waking, when the first thoughts are memories. They think about the details, about words that were said, about looks that were not repeated, about moments that remained stored like an invisible tattoo on the soul. And the more this person tries to forget, the more they remember. The more they flee, the more they feel. The more they silence, the louder they scream inside. This is the secret of silence. He is never total absence, he is full of echoes, and each echo brings you. Guardian angels show signs of movement, internal movement, silent but real movement. This person is not standing still. They are in conflict. They are maturing. They are being prepared for a choice. And you, perhaps without realizing it, are also being prepared. Because a meeting only happens when two hearts are ready. God never anticipates time. The universe never delivers something halfway. The angels never bring answers when it's still time for questions. But something is being prepared, and it is closer than you imagine. This silence is not definitive. This distance is not the end. It is just the interval of a melody that will still continue. Think of an orchestra. The music reaches a pause. All the instruments fall silent for a moment. And it is precisely this moment that creates expectation. It creates strength, it creates impact. Because right after, the music comes back even more intense. This is the story between you and this person. The silence is just the pause before the next chord. And here I want to ask you, do you believe that silence also speaks? Write in the comments. Your answer can illuminate not only your heart, but the hearts of many people who are living with the same doubt. The universe confirms there are signs of return, not prematurely, not as an empty return, but as something that is born from maturation. This distance served as a test, as a mirror, as a lesson, and what is true is never lost. It can distance itself. It can fall silent. It may seem to disappear, but it returns. It always returns. God is already writing this reunion, no matter how distant it seems now, no matter how heavy the silence feels. Destiny always finds a way to realign hearts that are still seeking each other. Keep this revelation. This distance will not be definitive. It is just a chapter, and new chapters are already being written. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel. Silence is not punishment. It is preparation. It is a pause that precedes the movement. It is the shadow that teaches us to value the light. No distance erases what is true. No separation destroys what has been blessed by God. No silence can silence what the universe has decided to reveal. This person still carries you in their heart, still thinks, still feels, still dreams. And when the right time comes, silence will give way to a voice. Absence will give way to a reunion. The shadow will give way to light. Everything that is true remains. Everything that has purpose flourishes. Everything that is destiny returns. You are not alone. Your guardian angels walk by your side. God holds your hands. The universe conspires in your favor. Do not fear time. Do not fear silence. Do not fear the shadow. Each of these things has a role in the process. Each of these stages is a bridge to the future, and the future holds reunions, holds answers, holds revelations. So trust, surrender, rest. What is destined for you will never be lost. What was written by the soul will never be erased. What was born to be true will always find its way back. Remember this: no silence is eternal, no true love disappears, no purpose is lost in the shadows. If this message touched you, then it fulfilled what the universe prepared for today. But now I want to hear your heart. Tell me in the comments, which word from this message spoke to you the most? Maybe it was hope, maybe it was silence, maybe destiny, or maybe another word that made your eyes shine. Share, because your word might be the sign that someone else also needs. And if this message made sense, if it brought peace, if it brought clarity, I ask you, leave your like. This simple gesture helps this energy reach other hearts who are also seeking answers. Share it too. Share it with a friend who feels longing, with someone who is experiencing the weight of silence, with a person who needs to remember that God never abandons, that the universe always aligns. Your gesture of sharing can be the hug that another soul needs to receive. And if you want to continue receiving messages like this, all full of spirituality, revelation, and hope, subscribe to the channel. Activate the bell. That way, each new message will reach you like a gift from your guardian angels. This space is yours. It is a place of welcome, light, and hope. Here, you will never be alone. And before closing, I leave one more question for your heart to reflect on. Do you believe that God can transform silence into a reunion? Write your answer in the comments. Each of your words is also part of this chain of faith that we are building together. May God bless you. May the guardian angels guide your steps. May the universe illuminate your paths. And may the silence that hurts today tomorrow be transformed into an answer, reunion, and light.